You know what the average American living room TV is? 55 inches. You know what's now inside some of these cars? 55 inches of screen, right on the dashboard, right in front of your face. I'm not joking. Car companies have officially lost their minds, and I am here for it. Today, I'm counting down 5 cars where the screen inside is so big, so sharp, and so wild, your living room TV should be embarrassed. Starting at number 5 and building all the way up to a car whose dashboard screen is literally the same size as a big screen TV. Let's get into it. Number 5, Tesla Model S, Model X. All right, kicking things off at number 5, and before you say Tesla, we've seen this before, hear me out. Because the Tesla Model S is the car that started this whole arms race. Back when every other car had a tiny little 7-inch screen or a CD player, God help us, Tesla walked in and said, here's a 17-inch touchscreen in 2012 in a car. People thought Elon Musk had lost his mind, and then every single automaker on the planet spent the next 10 years trying to catch up. The 2022 and newer Model S still runs that 17-inch landscape display, but now at 1300p resolution. That's close to 1440p Quad HD. You're looking at a near 4K screen in your car, running games, Netflix, Spotify, full navigation, all of it. The Model X, it goes one step further. Rear seat passengers get their own screen in the back. You are literally watching different content front and back. Use Model S? You can find one today in the $40,000 to $50,000 range. Not cheap, but for what you're getting, this is where the screen revolution began and it still holds up. Tesla's at number 5 because, spoiler, this list only gets more ridiculous from here. Number 4, the Lucid Air. And this is where things start getting genuinely unhinged. Lucid is an American EV company, and they decided that a 17-inch screen like Tesla was cute, but not enough. So they built a 34-inch curved glass screen that arcs all the way across the entire dashboard. 34 inches. And here's the thing, it's not just big for the sake of being big. It's split into 3 intelligent zones. On your left, your gauges, your speed, your navigation. In the center, media and controls. On the right, more controls and ambient settings. The whole thing is one seamless piece of glass. Real-world reviewers call it refreshingly intuitive, which is basically the highest compliment you can give a car screen. Most big screens are a nightmare to actually use. The Lucid Air figured it out. And there's also a second 12.5-inch pilot panel that flips down from the center console when you need it. So you have 34 inches plus a hidden extra screen underneath. This car has more screens than most people's apartments. The Lucid Air starts at around $70,000 new, yes. But for the kind of technology you're getting, this thing makes a BMW 7 Series feel like it's from 2009. Number 3. The Lincoln Navigator, and this is the one that made jaws drop at auto shows. Lincoln said, forget a screen in the center, forget screens on the sides. What if the entire dashboard, door to door, was one continuous 48-inch display? That is not a misprint. 48 inches, running the full width of the cabin, with 4K resolution matching the sharpest TVs on the market. On the left side, your gauges, your speed, your navigation. Across the center and right, media, apps, controls for everything. It looks less like a car dashboard and more like the cockpit of a private jet. But here's the part that got people talking: pano mode. When you park the Navigator, the screen transforms. The driver and passenger can each take their side of the display and watch completely different content. The driver watches the game, the passenger watches a movie. Both on the same giant 48-inch screen, simultaneously. Oh, and there's a 28-speaker Revell Ultima 3D audio system inside this thing. So you're not just watching a movie on a 48-inch screen in your car, you're watching it in surround sound. The 2025 Lincoln Navigator starts just under $100,000. Yes, but you're also getting a legitimate home theater inside an SUV that can also fit 7 people and tow 10,000 pounds. You're either the kind of person who buys this or you're not. And if you are, you already know. Number 2, the Cadillac Escalade IQ. And we are in legitimately absurd territory. This is the all-electric version of America's most iconic luxury SUV. And Cadillac decided that the way to announce their electric era was to install a 55-inch screen across the entire dashboard. 55 inches. That is not a dashboard display. That is a television. A full-size television mounted in your car, curved, spanning pillar to pillar. Here's how it works. It looks like one screen, but it's actually two. A 35-inch display on the driver's side and the 25-inch display on the passenger side. The passenger side is polarized, so the driver literally cannot see what the passenger is watching. No distractions. You each get your own massive personal screen. Below all of that, a separate 11-inch touchscreen just for climate and ambient settings, because apparently 55 inches wasn't quite enough. Upgrade to the executive second row package and rear passengers get their own 12.6-inch headrest screens. At that point, you have more screen real estate inside this car than most homes. The Escalade IQ starts around $130,000. Yes, but it's also 750 horsepower, 450 miles of electric range, and a dashboard that is literally the size of your living room TV. You're either the kind of person who buys this or you're not, and if you are, you already know. The car that didn't just win the screen arms race, it ended it. And number 1, the Mercedes-Benz EQS with the MBUX Hyperscreen. 56 inches, from A-pillar to A-pillar. The entire front of this car is one seamless curved glass surface. No edges, no breaks, one uninterrupted sheet of glass that goes from your left door all the way to the right door. But here's what makes it more than just big. Underneath that one single piece of glass are 3 separate screens, a 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster on the driver's left, a massive 17.7-inch OLED central touchscreen in the middle. OLED, by the way, the same display technology that's in the most expensive phones and TVs on Earth, and a third 12.3-inch OLED passenger screen on the right. The whole thing has haptic feedback. You touch the glass and you feel a vibration, like a physical button, even though you're touching flat glass. Mercedes spent years engineering that feeling. There's augmented reality navigation, voice recognition that knows the capital of Ethiopia, biometric authentication, the car recognizes your face and loads your profile, massage seats, Burmester 3D surround sound. The word overkill does not exist in this car's vocabulary. A journalist who tested it said, and I'm paraphrasing, a fully loaded EQS makes the new S-Class already feel like it's from another era. The S-Class, which starts at over $110,000. The EQS makes that car feel outdated. Now here's the news you've been waiting for. This car originally launched at over $100,000, but the used market has done its thing, and right now, a 2022 Mercedes EQS with the full Hyperscreen is sitting on lots across the USA for around $50,000 to $60,000. A 56-inch screen, 3 OLED displays under one panel, the most insane dashboard ever built. Available used right now for around $55,000 to $60,000. Now, drop a comment right now and tell me which one you'd pick. The Mercedes, the Navigator, or are you going full Escalade IQ? I want to know. And listen, if you're the kind of person who actually cares about what's going on inside the cars you drive, you need to subscribe to this channel because I cover stuff like this every single week. Real cars, real specs, real prices. Hit that subscribe button right now. It's free. It takes 2 seconds, and I promise you'll thank yourself next time I drop a video that saves you $10,000 at a dealership. Smash that like button if this blew your mind. Share it with someone who thinks their TV is impressive. I'll catch you in the next one.